Ma'am. Ma'am. Jesus, lady. Christ, what's the knife for?
For when strange men touch me.
You can't stay here. You gotta go.
I waiting for my flight.
No more flights today. They're all canceled. Storm's coming.
It's like you could hear Yaya's voice.
Man, I tell you, I'm still having nightmares from that day. She just hemmed me all up, bro. She had
Boy,
hang on to my neck. She's so dangerous. She's so dangerous. And she did it. She did it again in Tron. She did it again. She just hemming everybody up.
She like hemming people up, man. That's my girl. I've been a fan of hers since Queen and Slim. Queen and Slim.
Queen and Slim, she killed it, and she's killing it in Tron, man. Oh, it was so,
Black Brits
so much
work,
fun
man.
watching her do her thing, knowing that I, had that little interaction with her, bro.
That was dope. That was dope, bro. Congratulations.
Yeah, man. That's from Bad Monkey, y'all. Y'all can check that out on Apple TV. But we not here to talk about that. We here to talk about Tron.
Tron. We here to talk about Tron. Yeah.
Hit the intro.
Yep. So welcome to Hollering at the Screen. My name, holla.
Holla, holla, holla. Holla, 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 holla.
My name is Jay Gregg, and I'm a screenwriting professor and a screenwriter. I'm all about story, structure, and character development.
And I'm Essex O'Brien. I'm the actor. I'm all about what hits, what misses, and what should have stayed on the cutting room floor.
Yeah, and as we always say, there's a little bit that need to stay on the cutting room floor. So here's the log line. So when a brilliant scientist activates a secret program that gives digital life permanent form, a self-aware creation named Ares must choose between fulfilling his code to erase humanity or define his makers to understand what it truly means to be alive. And there's a lot of symbolism in here, a lot of themes that we deal with. But as always, we want to start with the acting. We see Essex homegirl in here. She made us a surprise appearance. I had no idea she was in it. So I had no idea she was in it, man.
They did her dirty on the trailer. I'll say that. Like, she's in the trailer, but it's not. And I'm actually happy about that. Her presence and her role wasn't, sometimes they give you too much in the trailer, but they didn't do that this time with her. It was all about Jared Leto and the Tron franchise in and of itself. So,
but us, as Black folks, we're always like, hey, you want to go to the movie tonight? What's out? Oh, that new Jodie Turner-Smith movie is out. We don't necessarily call it Tron. We call it by the Black person that's playing in it.
Do you think Jodie? I think she's very well known, but do you think Jodie's Black famous? So should she have gotten that kind of treatment? Because she is British, but she came up into our knowing with a very great Black American role. But she is British. I don't know if you can call her Black famous though.
She's not that one name just yet. Like
not yet. Yeah, she's almost there.
She's getting there. She's getting there. Yeah,
in
like a Viola or something like that.
In acting circles, I think she's there because, and I'll get to this in a little bit. In my opinion, she's the number one choice to play Storm if they put Storm back in the MCU with the X-Men and all that. She's my number one choice by far.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Let's talk about the acting. What you think?
Okay, yeah, we're getting off track. Okay, so all right, this is my plea to Hollywood right now. Why y'all keep giving Jared Leto these franchises, man? Like, why y'all doing this to us, man? Why? Did you not see the Joker? Did you not see? And listen, in certain spaces, Jared Leto has done some good work. The Dallas Buyers Club and American Psycho, like he's good at certain places. But these franchises and these action roles, come on, man. I thought, and for him to be the lead, he got bodied.
Yeah, he did.
He did, man.
He did.
Like,
he did.
As far as the other performances, shout out to Evan Peters. All bias aside, shout out to Jodie Turner-Smith, who carried it.
And Gillian Anderson. Yeah.
And Gillian Anderson. Shout out to her. the mom was trying to talk some sense in the old boy.
Yeah.
I think their performances was way better than Mr. Leto.
And let's talk about Evan Peters, because I mean that dude.
What
I
can
mean,
he
he is Mr. American Horror Story. He is Mr. I played the hell out of Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jay Dahmer with my boy Chris. Shout out to Chris.
Yep. I mean, he is a hell of an actor. So Jared Leto going up against him, man, it just.
And I get it. I get it. You're your AI. You're a cyborg or whatever. There's a certain, but so was Jody, and it was like it was just more layers to it, and he was just kind of like, I'm Jared Leto, and I talk like this. Oh, and I'm curious about, like, all right, bro, come on, pack you up. Yeah, acting wise. Oh, and the lady that played Kim, the CEO.
Oh, Greta Lee.
Yeah, Greta Lee. Yeah,
Greta Lee was good.
They all kind of filled it out. Now let's be real. This ain't no, it ain't no Oscar ensemble type of piece. This is an action movie. Get your popcorn, get your drink on, and have some fun. But at the same time, your character acting, your character work can elevate it beyond that. And I just felt like of all of them, he was lacking. But yeah, back to my girl Jody, who kind of was like the main villain or whatever. She was so menacing. Yeah. And she brought the cold-bloodedness while also making you feel like, yeah, she could probably kick your ass for real.
They had the right name for her, Athena. She was the god of I'm gonna kick your ass. The goddess of I'm about to kick your ass. And that's what she was doing.
Yes, she was.
This was a good breakout role for her because she overshadowed Jared Leto.
She did. She really did.
She overshadowed him. So and like you said, Greta Lee did a good job. I wasn't too familiar with her. I'm sure there are some things that I've seen her in before, but she did a good job playing Eve. And I like the play on the name Eve with her. And we'll get into the story in a bit. She happens to be the one to find the forbidden fruit, the permanence code. There were so many themes and so much symbolism in this movie.
Yeah.
But it didn't like beat you over the head. It's like they kind of put it all together. It definitely wasn't like him.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't crazy like that. No, it wasn't
crazy like him.
Trying to give just too many messages, you know what I mean?
Yeah, when they were forcing everything in your face. This was done a lot more subtly. So yeah. I really enjoyed the performances by Jodie, by Greta, by Evan, and even Gillian Anderson. So it was cool. So let's talk a bit about story. So when we open up, we get backstory, which is not hard to get backstory here because it's the third installment of Tron. So we know what Tron is about, but they're kind of like giving us backstory about the characters themselves. And I like how they quickly did it with the AI graphics and stuff, and they introduced the new Dillinger, who was played by Evans. I forgot his name is Julian Dillinger, played by Evans. And, he steps up as the new CEO. So then you see this inheritance and this nepotism thing going on. And even though, his mom is there in kind of like a mentor position, he's pretty much still, running the shop.
Yeah,
and
she's like the chairwoman of the board, and he's the CEO and all that. Yeah.
Right. And then on the other side, so he's evil. And then on the good side, you have Eve, played by Greta Lee. And she's, they're both trying to find this permanence code, for their AI, for the grids.
Yeah.
And she just so happens to find it first. And that takes us into the inciting incident where she actually finds it. And the permanence code is this thing right now where but Dillinger, his AI, or once he's able to bring them into reality, but he can only bring them into reality for only like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So now with this permanence code, the permanence code actually allows them and whatever else to be permanent. I think at first it was like 4 hours, and then they figured out how to do it, on a permanent basis. And again, it was funny when the first thing that they made permanent was a tree, and then they were like, we're gonna take from this forbidden tree,
and then they went and made mimosas. They went and made mimosas out of it.
And make mimosas out of it. Yeah, just what God intended.
Got some orange juice first
to make some mimosas, and then you know, like all hell breaks loose. You know, then we see Athena when she's Ares' right hand, and again, Ares is the god
played by Jodie Turner-Smith.
Yeah, played by Jodie.
You gotta be careful using these character names. We don't already, you know, we don't really do that. We be calling them by the government
name, by the government name. Yeah. And then we see him on the street. Hey, Athena, come here.
Yeah. Let me holler at you.
So yeah, we see badass Athena, and she's the goddess of war, and then Ares is the god of war.
Yeah.
And then the two of them come out and they're like kicking ass. And let me tell you, the graphics in this film are kick ass.
Phenomenal.
They're unbelievable.
Phenomenal special effects, CGI, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Visually,
CGI,
you can just sit there and just enjoy it. Like, I know we got some plot holes that we want to probably talk about, but visually and sonically, soundtrack and sound effects, like A++.
Jodie was built for that role. I'm talking like acting wise, I'm talking physical wise, like everything. She played the hell out of that. Like I couldn't see anyone else in Hollywood like playing that role right now.
Let me ask you a question. Did you at first think, because this is what I was thinking until they showed more of how the movie was going to go. I thought that she had some type of like romantic feeling for Ares like because he was like all into learning about the good CEO Miss Kim. We'll call her Miss Kim. And it's, you know, that's what I'm talking about. Her acting was so good because it's like, okay, you're an AI cyborg, you're not supposed to be having feelings, but she did kind of like give you a little hint of that jealousy, like, why are you over here worried about her? We supposed to be out here dominating the world when we got our little 30 minutes.
Right. But at the same time, Ares isn't supposed to have feelings either.
Right.
And all of a sudden, you know, again, and I think you and I talked about this before, he's got like the Pinocchio effect. I'm a boy, but I want to be real, you know? I'm wooden, but I want to be a real boy.
And I don't think they kind of showed it, but there was like really no real reason for him to all of a sudden develop these feelings and want to be something different.
Yeah.
They totally missed that. Yeah, like I know he was doing his research on the CEO he was supposed to be finding, and they was showing her having all these moments and showing, you know, her sister, she lost her sister to cancer and she was doing good things. And was that supposed to be that turn to like make him be like, oh no, she's good? And then Evan Peters was talking to him like a dickhead, like you know, so I guess maybe that's what it was. But it seemed like it was too like, here, you know, this is the reason why. Like, he spoon-fed it.
It was too convenient.
Yeah, very convenient.
It was too convenient. Like, you know,
no struggle to it, right? Like no struggle to that arc.
But I mean, you bring up a great point about Eve. You know, her sister died of cancer, so we got to know her internal struggle right off the bat. Like, why was she doing this? And you know, and we always talk about the want of the main of the main character, and her want was to help humanity, was to find this cure for cancer and so many other diseases so that other people wouldn't have to go through it. So again, she's on the side of good, whereas Evan Peters or Dillinger is on the side of, I just want to control technology and AI. And we see that a lot with our I call them the revenge of the nerds with our tech geeks right now.
Yeah,
where they want to control so much
to sell to everybody.
Yeah, like it's crazy. So you know we're in Act One. You know we come out of Act One. Oh boy, what's his name? I keep wanting to call him by his real name.
Call him by his real name.
Yeah, Dillinger. You know decides that he wants to go after this permanence thing because he finds out that Eve has it. Ares, begins to question his purpose just out of the blue. Like, am I real? You know, but again, the script never, and I haven't read the script, but it seems like it doesn't really give him an emotional space to find out.
Sure.
And then, you know, meanwhile, you know, Athena's like, yo, we got a mission to continue. And then, you know, the two of them beef with each other.
Yeah.
And she's like, I think her time runs out. And then she's like, she puts herself back into the place. Like she zooms back into reality and it's like, yo, I got to finish the mission. Yeah. Ends up killing Gillian Anderson, the mother. And then that, honestly, that was the end of Dillinger. Like we really didn't have much more of him after his mom got killed.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's like they was definitely trying to make sure, like, all right, let's just get this plot shit out the way and get y'all on this ride, get y'all on this action.
Yeah.
See all these beautiful images and visuals. So yeah, it was definitely kind of convenient.
Yeah, so you know, sometimes when I talk to my students, I always tell them, I said, you know, the great thing about the midpoint is that the midpoint reveal lets you know exactly who the true antagonist is behind the antagonist, and we saw that. So you have Dillinger as the antagonist at first, and then he falls off, and Athena is now the true antagonist, the one with the power, the one that is actually doing the damage. Yeah. And it's something that you just didn't even see that was coming. So yeah. I really enjoyed that because, again, it gave Athena / Jodie an opportunity to really shine and show what she can do.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
She out there killing mamas.
Absolutely. She was not playing no games. She wasn't playing no games. Yeah, it's like she went from being just a tool for Dillinger and an instrument for him to wanting to, in her own ways, take it to a different place for herself. Once he started calling her Master Control, you can see, she just got the big head. You know what I mean? She's like,
I get the gun?
You can't give us no power and act like we ain't gonna use it. She's like,
and she got the big gun?
Big gun. And then did she, I don't know, maybe I missed, I might have went to the bathroom. The big thing that looked like a big old M, the big shit that she was driving. Did she design that herself? Because I remember there was a scene where he was like, wait, no, that's too big. That's too big. So she made that all on her own.
Yeah, she designed it herself. I mean, I didn't see it come out of a warehouse or nothing. I just saw this big M. It reminded me of the Ghostbusters, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I said they got their own.
It was just so ominous. It was like, that bitch was coming at you now.
Yeah. And then while all this is going on,
and it had feet. It had feet too. Like,
yeah, it had feet. I was like, man, I got to come up on one of those, man. That's cold right there. That's cold. I can get through traffic.
Hey, I need that jetpack though. That jetpack that you had at first was fire. And you know what? Because this is a Disney film. I was sitting in the theater thinking that's their next ride. They already got the Tron ride where you get on your stomach and ride that thing like that. That's their next ride. It could be like one of them indoor things, and you just hook yourself up and just fly. Because that thing was nice.
Boy, don't let me see you in a jetpack.
I'm gonna be I will get in the jetpack. I will be flying to your house.
You better come. If you fly to my house with a jetpack, you better have some Amazon packages with you.
That's gonna be the new Amazon delivery thing. I mean, we could sidebar into now. There was some cool stuff in there, like I say, the whole thing was about these rival AI tech companies being able to basically use lasers to make anything. They was making people, they was making cars, trucks, jetpacks. Big giant M's with feet on them that had vehicles in them, like a transformer or something, and you could basically make anything you want.
You can.
That's the future.
Well, and they're doing something like that right now with 3D printing.
3D printing, yeah. So we ain't gonna have to go to the store no more. I don't know how they're gonna make us pay for cars. Ain't gonna be no interest rates. We ain't gotta buy no loan. Just make me a BMW right now. right now. And like in 3 seconds, you got you a BMW, man. It's crazy, man. It makes you think like, okay, this is coming in the near future.
It's moving too fast. So and back to like the midpoint. The whole time Athena is like damaging stuff. Ares is inside the grid again.
Yeah.
And now he's talking to Flynn, like he's talking to old Jeff Bridges, like, hey man, what's
okay,
what's it
that
like?
Was his escape. So before he gets the permanent code, he's got 30 minutes and he rescues the chick because old boy was about to delete her. And if you delete yourself, it's kind of like the Matrix. So if you die in the Matrix, you die in the real world. Yeah. So if she died in the grid, she would be dead in the real world. So he saves her, and to save him, they put him in the old grid, which is where we get our nostalgia moment. And the old grid is pretty much 8-bit, like the old Nintendo, like the old Tron. I thought that was a cool moment. The vehicle looked the same. Obviously, it was a little more, high def, but the vehicle was the same. The little ball was the same and all that. And then Jeff Bridges come out there, looking all gangster like an old Gandalf for video gamers or whatever. And you had that little moment. That was a cool moment.
And that goes back to, again, a theme, the ghost in the machine. You always have these AI projects or these AI films where they talk about the ghost in the machine, the ghost in the machine. So that was a great moment. I love to see Jeff Bridges come back and get his flowers, since he started with the franchise. And it was a great callback for Legacy as well. Yeah. So, and then from there, Ares is kind of like, all right, it's a lot of shit that's happening outside the grid right now. So I got to figure out a way to get out here. And, because again, Athena is just going rogue. She's going crazy. And then, what were you going to say?
No, go ahead. I was just talking about how crazy she was going. And then we were kind of like questioning it as well. It's like, all right, why are you so into this? Is it for him now, or is it just the mission is still on you, even though you've gotten this newfound power? You done killed the man, mama. It's like
control.
What's driving you crazy so much? And then I was like, that's why I was like, is this some kind of freaky AI romantic robot type of thing? Like, did they build you completely all the way down? Are y'all shaped like Barbie and Ken underneath? What's going on? You got that warm and funny feeling. What is going on? And Ares got feelings for the girl that he rescued, but I'm like, this doesn't really work.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. There was no true emotion in this. It's kind of like the whole film. To sum it up, it's like a dopamine hit when you first watch it, like bam, and then there's nothing else after it. It's like, wow, I just got hit with that. It's kind of like, on Christmas you get that shiny new toy.
Yeah.
And you play with it for a while and then you just toss it away. You're like, I'm done. Because it doesn't give you anything else. It's just beautiful to watch.
Yeah. The story itself is kind of play by the numbers. And like I said, not a lot of emotional arcs or struggles and everything. But man, listen to this beat, watch these lasers, watch these action sequences. And to his credit, all of that's good. So, like I said, I think you said it last night. It was like this is like a summer blockbuster, but in Halloween in the fall, it's just kind of a little out of place, but still enjoyable. I think it was enjoyable though. What did you holler at? What made you holler, even though it was kind of quiet in the theater?
Oh man, when Athena went rogue, I hollered. I was like, oh shit, it's about to go down.
Yeah.
That was probably the biggest holler. The graphics, I was like, oh man, the graphics are cool.
Yeah. The grid itself, the action scene in the grid itself, I thought was awesome because that's pretty much all digital green screen stuff, and it looked really good. I wonder how long it took them to edit that, because that stuff looked really good, really complicated.
And I'll say this also. I'll say I hollered because of all the themes that were kind of packed in there. Like, I love to sit and study a film and just try and pick out as many themes as I can, which again is like what I love to do with Jordan Peele films, with the exception of him, because it was just overkill. But again, you have the original sin of technology here. You have Ares, who looks like he's like the fallen angel out of the grid. You have Athena, who's
because why is his hair long and he bearded up like the white version of Jesus, and everybody
Jesus,
else,
like when he's white Jesus.
everybody else is military cut, you know, shortcut, you know. Yeah, that wasn't an accident. Yeah, it's like that he's the savior type of nonsense that they like to do.
Right, but he was really more like Lucifer in a you know in a Frankensteinish kind of way. It was just crazy, and then of course there's the curse of inheritance with the Dillingers. Like I wonder for the next Tron, you know, are they going to have another Dillinger? You know, is another Dillinger just going to come out of the woodwork? And then of course, you know, the Ghost in the Machine, blurred lines between reality and representation. You know, the grid, you know, do we live in the grid, or you know, you know, you have so many conspiracy theorists out there that say, you know, we are really in a matrix ourselves. You know, are we really are we in a grid ourselves?
Yeah. So, I mean, sometimes it feels like it, but you would like to think that whoever is running the grid would have a little more sense than what's going on right now. It's like, there's way too many things that would make you want to shake up out of this grid right now. So you would think they would pacify you a little more if we were actually in the grid. So that's why I'm not really too keen on it. But they'll probably make one that you can plug yourself into not too long from now.
Hold on, man. I'll be there. Let me boot up.
Yeah. You know, like Black Mirror.
Right.
I like that.
Let me boot up real quick.
I think
so what made you holler? What made you holler?
I definitely hollered at man, when the mama got killed, I was like, damn, she's really getting off the chain now. So I guess when Athena Jodie's making her push to take over, that was definitely a holler moment. The soundtrack was having me bobbing my head. The sound
9 Inch Nails, right?
The sound was done by 9 Inch Nails. And I'd heard of them from back in the day, but I didn't know they was moving into movie scores. But the soundtrack really gets your attention. And if you're in a good theater with a good sound system, it really adds to the vibe. And it kind of feels like you're, you know, maybe like playing a video game, or like maybe it brings you in. Like it's thumping, it's futuristic, and it's really, really cool. So I enjoyed the soundtrack. And then if I had to say another one, when that big ass M was moving through the city, I was like, man, look at Jodie. Show him here riding what the M. You know what I'm saying?
What did the M stand for?
Did the M stand for mother? You know, it's like
move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way.
Knocking all the buildings over and shit.
I'm telling you, that was their version of the Stay Puft.
Hey, pin that, Jim Moore. That's we can put a little graphic. We can get the M and put that beat to it. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. That's what's up, man. That's a nice little gift for it too, man.
Yeah. That was crazy. So how many hollers would you give it?
I'll go 3. I'll give it 3 out of 5. You know, just 3. Just like I say, it definitely has some plot issues, you know, but this is a popcorn movie, y'all. So, you know, go enjoy the film, enjoy the music, enjoy the visuals. You know, go ahead and work through Jared Leto. Enjoy Jodie Turner. Enjoy all the other people we talked about.
Enjoy Jodie Turner, yes.
And if you're a nostalgia fan, because like I said, I got to go back and watch the other ones. I vaguely remember watching it back in the 90s, 80s, or whatever. But I'm not a huge fan of the franchise, but I would go back and check it out just to see what the connections were. Because I think in the post-credit scene, we won't want to give too much away. But in the post-credit scene, I guess Dillinger becomes some old villain, I guess, maybe, because it was some people who reacted to that in the theater. They reacted very positively to it, as if it meant something to them. Didn't really mean anything to me. It was plot device that says, okay, we're coming back to this. But I would like to watch it to kind of see what the connection is. But it's an enjoyable film. I give it 3 out of 5. You know, like I say, good. Decent performances. I wish they would have had a better lead, and then the music, the vibes, the visuals, A++.
Yep, I would agree with you. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. Also, three hollers out of 5, and I would say it's mostly because of Jodie's acting, the visuals, Evan Peters.
Yeah,
Evan Peters did a hell of a job as well.
yeah.
Jared Leto, yeah, he
Just so he needs a seasoning, man. He's like
he's just so Jared. Yeah,
he's like a turkey sandwich with no,
yeah, he's just so Jared, man. He's just there. Jared is back.
Like sometimes he tried too hard, and then sometimes he don't try hard enough. So it was like he ain't really find the balance, man. I don't know.
Yeah, and then at the end he got on the bike and drove away. Rode away, and he pulled out some pictures, and it's like, who is this? You got a new boo already? Who is this chick? Did she have a child? Like, did he have a child in the grid? Like,
how you making a child? That's why I say, did he get equipment in the AI laser too?
Yeah, I might be making that part up.
What are you driven by here, sir? Like,
yeah. So, yep, 3. I think we both agree on this one. So yeah, that's our review, and we're sticking to it. So
yeah, so that's our review. Go see Tron Ares. Tell us what you think. Tell us if you liked it or not, and then come back and like, subscribe, comment, holla,
and hit them like button. This is like this. It look like
a thumb. The like, the notification, all that good stuff. Share it.
You see,
and then come have a good time with us.
Yes, come back. And stick around. We got some other reviews coming up as well. So check us out next week. Holla.
Yeah.